to Delta State, where kidnappers, Fulani Militias, are already falling into a trap. Of course, there's a video I will allow you watch where kidnappers who already collected a ransom of 4 million ended up in police nets. And again, there's this narrative that most of the kidnapping activities is being done by Southerners, and it's part of the reason I'm bringing this video. Thereafter, I will equally play another video involving a Southerner who was involved in this type of crime, and he was apprehended by the local. The point I'm making here is it is high time we address this issue before our people in the southern part of the country take it as a way of life. Of course, once it gets to that level, it becomes an ideology issue to deal with. But first of all, watch this video. I'll come back to bring the other conversation.
And this is Delta State Police Command. The lady friend once said that in Delta State, our policemen don't joke because we do our due diligence when it comes to stop and search. This woody gun you see was part of what was used to kidnap the lady, where 4 million naira ransom was collected. Having spent 4 days with them in their custody. Having collected this ransom, shared it among themselves. The balance of 3 million naira that will be shared among these 4 suspects, we intercepted them in the course of stop and search. And when they were searched, we recovered this money from them. And investigation further revealed that they were the ones who kidnapped the lady that we'll be hearing from shortly. Auntie, you recognize this gun?
Yes, sir.
Was this part of what they used when they come carry you that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they came into your compound or they saw you along the road?
They came into my compound.
I'm seeing injury on your forehead. Were they the one that gave you that injury?
Yes, sir.
What did they give you that injury?
One long wood that they used to flog cows.
They used to flog cows. These people who hold you, what do they look like?
They identified as Fulanis that escort cows. One of them said he used to be a Boko Haram member.
That was what he said?
Yes.
Okay, we just did what we call identification parade, and you identified some of the suspects. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
How many of them did you identify?
4.
4. How many people the display give you when you pick that 4?
There were about 6 or 8.
Okay. I think there are about 8 because I also witnessed that. Because what we do is that we'll be very sure that she knows what she's saying. We'll miss this suspect alongside other suspects. So how many days did they keep you in their captivity?
3 nights.
3 nights. Okay, so after una give, how much they collected from una?
4 million naira.
4 million naira. Okay, so having collected this money, that was when they allowed her to go. We'll be interviewing some of the suspects because not all of them can speak English fluently, but we want to interview one of them so that we can also hear from them. Oh yeah, turn your back. You know this one? What be this?
Na Iche.
Huh?
Iche.
What do you call her?
Iche.
Iche? Okay, now una carry go carry the girl that day. Okay, how much una carry that day? How much una collect before una release the girl? How much money una collect?
No, how much you go collect? Na 4 million.
4 million. Okay. Now some of the money be this?
Yes.
Yes or no? Now some of the money be this?
Yes, no. Yes, no money, na small money.
Now the small money will remain be this? Okay, bar English.
Bar English,
Okay, no problem. You are from where? Where you come from?
Na Yobe State.
Yobe State?
Yes.
Okay. You are from where? Taraba. You are from where?
Taraba.
You? Kano. Okay. So your second son are 4 million na collect. Okay, you buy English at all. Okay. How much na collect?
Na 4 million.
4 million?
Yes.
How much remain when how they take cash na?
Na for motor for checking point.
For checking point?
Yes.
Okay. When they search the motor, now they see the money?
Yes.
Okay, this thing when I carry for hands, is join the one I use?
Now this one I use.
Okay, now you they use this one?
No, be me na that one.
Okay, the other one how you they use? Who they use this one?
She know there, she don't know.
Okay, that one no dey. Okay. You are from Taraba.
From Taraba.
You Taraba. You Kano. You where?
Yobe State.
Yobe State. So please, the police cannot do anything without information. Trust us. Because the earlier we take some of these criminal elements who are terrorizing us, making life difficult for people who are living well, living legally, and making a meaningful life, and they just come kidnap and collect money, the earlier we get them arrested, the better. These are part of the ransom money collected. We have 3,100,000 and something naira here, and this is one of the arms recovered when the police were actually combing the bush. And from the interview, you saw that they all identified this wooden weapon. Even the victim also identified this weapon. So when you see police conducting stop and search, don't think that they are mad people. Don't think that they don't know what they are doing. They know what they are doing, and they are acting based on past experience. Thank you.
I haven't watched video, and you realize that actually all the names mentioned are from the northern part of the country. You can clearly hear some of them saying that from Kano, from Kebbi, from different part of the country. Though the point here is crime is in every part of the world. There's no argument about that. But the point I'm making is, if you watch the second video I'm going to drop now, you have a sense of what I'm trying to discuss. Because definitely, if we allow this thing to fester without addressing it, it will get to a point where people in the South will embrace it and see it as a way of life. Because, to be quite honest with you, looking at this chunk of money these people are collecting, it may become lucrative and enticing to people in the southern part of the country. That is why all hands must be on deck to ensure that this issue is addressed and it is nipped in the bud, so that we don't have a situation where it becomes like the problem of Boko Haram in the north. As we have it in the north currently, people signing to insurgency because they are seeing that people who are doing it are making living out of it. But first of all, watch this video. I'll come back to bring a proper perspective to this.
Wait, we go ask a question. Wait, listen. Wait. Where you for come? From Oyo State. I hear say on a true say on a kill people, on a kidnap person, yes, on a gun killer. How many people on a kill? Now one person on a kill, now woman, now girl be a boy. Now woman. What's he make on a kill am? He not pay money. You are collect money and collect kill am. On a collect money and collect kill am. Who the sponsor and who bring on a come aboard? Who carry on a come aboard?
Yoruba people.
Now Yoruba people carry them.
What is the name? The name of the.
What if this way you hold for hand? Wait for. I mean, you want disappear?
No. Na boy wey be say they give me to chop. No. Who do forgive him?
What is the name of the Yoruba man? What if you can take look at that? Alpha. No, him on a catch. No, him see for now.
We see now.
For what for catch? What for Sam? Which bush?
Just
Okay, now they did that
He said that kill 4 days for say kill 1 yesterday. Even the fox person wife this morning.
Wait, on a fuck person wife this morning. Yes. Talk now.
Yes, sir.
Where your people? Where are they? Talk at no the roof. See, on I go carry this guy, when I go recover the rest.
No, that's sure.
When I recover the rest, you guys are doing a line job. Yes, you guys are doing a line job. Make another release this guy, yo. Vigilant. Make another release this guy, yo.
Okay, now the analogy I want to draw from here is very simple. We understand that in the north, just like the governor of Zamfara State said recently, that those people, those bandits who operate in his state, he said they are people from the state. It's not as if you have foreigners who are imported from somewhere. He acknowledged that these are people from the state. So it goes to show that at a point, the people started embracing it and they now completely see it as a way of life. Hence, the government was not able to deal with it at the point of when it started coming up. So that is why this issue of insurgency, this issue of banditry, kidnapping, there's every need for every stakeholder in the southern part of the country to come together to fashion a way out of this. I know the communities at their various levels are doing a great job looking at the news making round, how the communities will come together, maybe comb bushes, go for rescue mission and all that. In another conversation, I'm going to bring a narrative of a vigilante in Delta State, how they coordinated a rescue mission, for you to have a sense of what I'm saying. But going forward, I think there's every need to address this as quickly as possible, because the earlier it's addressed, the better for the society. We already have a very precarious situation in the north, because as we have it currently, issue of banditry have taken root, its root, in a place like Zamfara, in a place like Taraba, in a place like Southern Kaduna, in a place like Benue. So it is not a thing we should allow to gain ground in the south, in as much as the government is trying to see what they can do to address it in those areas where it has taken root. If you can imagine a situation where in the north, a bandit leader, talking about Ado Aleru, was bold enough to confront state governments to have meeting with them, you should know that they now operate with impunity. In some time, 2, 3, 4 years ago, we understand that in some part of in some part of Kaduna State, they were already imposing taxes on communities. And if you look at what the likes of Toji Bello is doing in Zamfara State, it's worrisome. A situation where, even though the military have said they have neutralized his field commander, who doubles as his cousin, and of course I understand that the Toji Bello himself is suing for peace currently, but I think the authorities need to act fast. If we need to be arrested, if they need to arrest him, they should arrest him and prosecute him to act as deterrence to others. If they need to neutralize him in the theater of operation, however, whichever one comes first, the people need to heave a sigh of relief. Because this type of character, this type of element, of course, is not worthy to be in the society, because these are people who do not have any iota of mercy on people. We see the dexterity with which they maim, kill, rape, and all that. We have